Yo guys, what's up? Frankietrades here, bringing you another new video. This time it's going to be a weekly watch list that I am watching and what setups I am ready to take for this coming week. I'm going to start doing these a lot more often. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to do these more, or on how I approach these certain setups, how I look for them. But this time around it's just going to be what setups I'm already watching without the charting, just letting you guys know what levels I'm going to be expecting for some of these stocks when they do approach me. And how I'm gonna be able to go on from there. So let's go ahead and get started. We can go ahead and look at the market sentiment that I have on my screen. You guys see that I have NQ pulled up. Let's go to the 1 year 1 day. First thing that I am watching on NQ is this 13,960 area. After that, I am watching the 14,000 area, room up to 14,100. Reason being is we have this daily uptrend that we've been respecting for a while now, ever since September 28th of last year. We've been respecting this trend line for a bit, a few rejections off of it, almost rejected it off of Thursday this previous week, but we're just trying to see how the market approaches it. So with that being said, we have bits of room here on NQ with some of the tech stocks that we are watching, since that's what I like to trade. So we can go ahead and move on. So with AMD, the top stock, or I guess this would probably be my top stock for this week, is AMD at 109.57. You can see, at least on the 1 year 1 day, this is the daily high. So I'm looking to take this at 109.50 and ride this into 110. Now, what I do like about this is if you go to the 1 hour chart, you can see we have a flat top developing on the 1 hour or on the 30-minute, whichever time frame you prefer to go on. So with NVDA having earnings this week, it could get a momentum run into going into earnings. It could stay flat, it could come down. Either way, I'm looking to take AMD here if it picks up some momentum and strength into 108.50 and make that my possible first entry on this and ride this into 110, depending on how much strength and momentum this has alongside with NVIDIA. So that's going to be a close watch for me this week. Amazon, kind of the same story here. Has a flat top at this 118.60 area. You can see that we're kind of respecting this area as a resistance. So I'm going to be looking to take this as two separate scalps at 118.60 and a 119, and then possibly trade 120 as its own trade. The biggest thing about Amazon recently, at least for me, is I've been taking a lot more momentum-based trades on it than taking any key technical levels, because if you put this on the 1 year 1 day, I mean, it's pretty ugly. Not too much to trade here, so going to be taking this one slow and just kind of let this one come to me personally. So next up is Meta, another top stock that I have for this week on my main watch list. If you guys put this on the 3 year 1 day, you guys can see that we have around a $60 to $70 gap on here. This is looking pretty juicy. I can't wait for this setup to come, especially the day that Meta decides to pick up some momentum and strength into this level. This will be an insane setup. We have lots of room on this trade. Just because it has a gap here, though, it doesn't mean it needs to fill the gap for the entire week. Gaps take their own time. They have their own time frame. Can you guess what the time frame is? No. You just kind of have to let them fill as they go and kind of execute on whatever setup it presents to you while filling the gap, while it consolidates, while filling the gap, however you decide to take it. That's how I decide to take my setups on gap fills, though. So we have that $60 to $70 gap to the top side. Levels that I am watching would be at 249 and taking that into 250. So that is my Meta setup for the week. Next main watch list setup that I have, one of the last ones, is Microsoft. You can see if I put this on the 1 year 1 day, actually let's put this on the 3 year 1 day. Yeah. So I previously had 316 as a resistance. You can see that you can draw a flat top across here, or even just a level at 316. You can see this level is pretty respected on Microsoft. They were holding it down, and then recently this week on Thursday, it looks like Thursday or Friday. It was Thursday. They actually broke the 316 area. I didn't get to play it because I wasn't paying attention to it, and I think it happened pretty late day, if I'm not mistaken. But we could see on Friday we actually came down and respected the bottom at 316. So obviously we're showing some support there around the 316 area. Consolidated pretty well with the market selling off a little bit on Friday. So with Microsoft holding up pretty well, I am looking to take this at 320 just as a quick scalp. not a crazy setup, but to me it says that, hey, 316 is showing support here. It's important to me to show some attention here and seeing if Microsoft can come up and take this high out with some quick momentum. So that is pretty much it for what I'm watching for the main stock watch list. Some honorable mentions that I have on the side is Apple. These I'll just be going over quickly. On the 1 year, 1 day, it's at the, well, it was at the daily high. The daily high was 176.15. We broke that Friday by like 20 to 30 cents. The thing to note with Apple is it's been pretty weak. It hasn't been one of the strong stocks moving up with NASDAQ. It's been one of the slower stocks and kind of actually showing some weak sentiment. So if this can pick up some strong sentiment behind it while the market's pulling back this week, I may consider it. But other than that, that's just a side watch list. BA is looking pretty nice. If you put this on the 30-minute or even 1 hour, I actually like the 1 hour a lot more. You draw a level across 208 and see that they are holding BA under this 208 area. We recently traded BA on, what was it, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Wednesday was an insane day to catch a BA. I think I only made 40% on that. I don't think I put the live trade out for that yet. But this was an insane setup with a wedge developing here, and then with a flat bottom at 198 and a flat top at, I want to say flat top, but definitely some resistance at 203. Pre-market showed some great sentiment, some great string sentiment behind it, so I decided to take an entry on it, and it was an easy 40 to 50% trade on this. Super insane. So kind of developing the same thing here again, not so much with the wedge, but more with that 208 area that it's been holding, and obviously with previous history here, it's showing that it can't hold above 208. 209, 208.50 would probably be the safer entry around here if you're looking to play safe. But with BA, how it can pick up some crazy momentum on not only the stock options, the stock itself, that's pretty much what I'm looking forward here on BA and seeing how fast it can approach it. Netflix had a crazy run up this week, looking to take this just as a scalp at 376 into that high potentially at 379. It had a huge run up. I know, I'm sure a lot of people caught a bit of it. But just looking to take this easy, nothing too much on here. So just looking to scalp the high into another high. So nothing insane there. NVIDIA has earnings this week, so I more than likely won't touch this, but just as an honorable setup in case this decides to come or it decides to present or consolidate somewhere where I could possibly scalp this with decent size is around 319 to 320. NVIDIA has earnings Wednesday, so not looking to take a trade on this until then. But like I said, if it does develop something throughout the week up until Wednesday on something that I could potentially take on this, then I'll be here ready to take it. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for my top stocks for the week. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to ring the bell for future notifications for this channel, and don't forget to subscribe. Most important part, show your love for the channel. And with that being said, hope you guys enjoy your weekend and are ready to execute for the week. So, peace.